What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today is February 20th, 2020. Wow, man, the time is just flying by. We got some beautiful skies out here today, but the weather's a little bit on the chilly side. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Big shout out to Copart for letting me come out here and do this. We're gonna jump right into this today with a Subi. That's right, a Subaru Legacy. It's a 2007. This is a donation. If there's wind noise, I do apologize. It's got some hail damage and it's got a few, bumps and bruises. That's a hell of a hailstone right there. You can see it got it right there. It got it right there as well. So she's gonna have some hail damage around the sides as well. You got this tail light took a little hail damage too and broke out the corner section right there. Aside from that though, the tires are looking good on it. Let's go around the back, check out the other side. The bumper's out of place right here. You can see it's actually been ripped off. All of these holes are broken. So something got bumped into, damaged bumper. Lots of cardboard in the back. Overall though, not a bad looking little vehicle at all. It's listed as a run and drive. It's got a little mud all over. Let's take a look at the interior. Tires look good too. Ooh, wow. So, okay, it's a little dirty. It's a little dirty. It'll clean up. I'm not sure what the mileage is on this. We're gonna have to find that out for ourselves, I guess. Let's see if she'll do anything here. It looks like there's no lights, so the battery may be dead. Yeah, battery is dead. Let's pop the hood. Take a quick look under here and we'll see if we can't give this bad boy a little jump start, get her going. She's a little dirty. She's got some miles on her. I don't know what the miles are yet, but yeah, she's definitely got some miles on her. There's lots of oil all over the place under here. Check the dipstick. Oil is black, very, very black. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see what she does. Well, there it is. It sounds healthy to me. I think my biggest concern would be the timing belt at this point. That thing could go literally any time. Let's take a look and see the mileage here. What she got on her. DRL lights on, tire pressure light is on, seatbelt is blinking. 183,000. So she's got some miles on her. I knew it. I could tell. Brakes are very firm. Right into gear. Goes forward. Goes backward. What is all this? This stuff is stuck to the dash. I don't know what this is. The dash feels like some glue is all over it. Ugh. That's really nasty. The dash is really nasty. Something chewed it up there. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Do we have air conditioning? I heard the AC come on, so that's good. Does the import window work? It's a little slow, but it does work. Power steering is there. Give it a little gas. Yeah, we'll keep our eyes on this and see what this one goes for. I think this could be a good little flip car. I sure wish there was a sticker or something under here showing that the timing belt was replaced. That'd make me feel a whole lot better about it. I don't know. We're gonna move on though. Comment below, tell me what you think of the little Subaru Outback Legacy. Next, we have a 2010 Mazda Miata. Why is this here? It's listed as a salvage car. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay. Is this like a convertible hardtop, I'm guessing? I'm guessing the top kind of folds up. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with these style of the Miatas. When I had Miatas, they had a rag top. You didn't get a hardtop unless you bought one separately. This is very intriguing to me because I don't see anything wrong with this car. few dents, little dings here and there. 72,000 miles, that's low miles for a Mazda. It was listed as front end damage. So the headlight looks a little scuffed up. I don't see anything wrong with the front end at all, do you? Huh. I'm I don't know. I don't know. Oh, is it gonna fire up on its own too? Dang, it's an automatic. These cars, I know a lot of people think they're girl cars. The oh crap handle got broke, so somebody was hanging on for dear life at some point. That sucker came off. Yeah, there you go. Just for aesthetics. Oh, she fired right up. Runs good. Check the steering. Steering feels fine. Very interesting. Front end damage. The airbag's good. Airbag's good. There's no lights on the dash at all. None. Does the important window work? Well, let's roll that one up. Let's start with that. I don't know why that's left down for the weather, but we'll roll it up. Yeah, important window works. Let's put it in gear. Drive. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this car at all. Nothing. Let's pop the hood. See if we can see anything going on under here. This car looks perfect to me. But this is an insurance car. This is not a private party. This is an insurance salvage title car with front end damage. But I don't see anything wrong with it at all, guys. I'm gonna hold this hood up. Let's check the cooling system. Make sure she's got coolant. Actually, you may be able to see it from the side here. Yeah, she's got coolant. There's coolant down there. I can see it. Not a drop of anything in the engine bay at all. Brake fluid looks like it was recently flushed. I know 70,000 miles is low, but usually brake fluid will start turning darker than that by then. This is a clean little car. Yeah, I'm keeping this one on the list, guys. Springtime is a-coming. People are going to be looking for convertibles. Comment below, tell me what you think of the MX-5 Miata. Next on my list, a 2016 Acura ILX. I had to come look at this because yeah, okay. So this is another one I got carried away on. I saw the pictures of the front and I just jumped on it. So the rear end is twisted. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So we got some pretty significant quarter panel damage. This is probably going to go beyond just like the outer skin here. Looks like the door survived, but from right here back, this is done, man. Look at this. That's significant damage right there. Man. Yeah, I got carried away in my list making, because I'm not gonna lie, I did it last minute this morning. I saw this and I was like, oh, that's it right there. Quarter damage on this side too. So both quarters are toast. Suspension damage, all the airbags are deployed, at least on that side. Yeah, curtain bags all the way gone. That's a shame. That is a shame. Huh. Well, since we're already here, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to fire it up, right? Whew, this car smells rough, like somebody poured laundry detergent all over it. Whew, that is strong. Let's put it in gear. She goes into gear, only 35,000 miles on her. Dang. Well, it sucks it took such a thrashing. The rear end took a thrashing, guys. Let's see if we can pop this hood real quick. There we go. Wow, that's it under here? Really? Oh my goodness, I thought there was going to be something much bigger than that. That's what she said. Okay. All right, we're done. Moving on to the next one. How about a 2009 Pontiac G8 GT? Now, I already know that this thing's only going to have like the little V6 under the hood, which is really, it's really a shame. It's got the Cadillac V6, like a 3.6 liter. Suspension damage here, obviously. Tire is shot. Rim may or may not be okay. Most likely ball joint control arm bent, snapped. Front end damage here. The fender, it went down to bare metal right there. That's wild. Hood, most likely the radiator support, header panel. Damage back here as well. 146,000 miles on the clock. How does it look back here? Back here it looks pretty good, man. It does. It actually looks really decent. This is a contender for sure. Oh, jeez. Well, that scratches that. Damn. I mean, every seat in here is ripped. That is crazy. Damn. This is frustrating, man. Really frustrating. I mean, look at this. What the? Did somebody, I mean, it looks like it was done intentionally, right? And this does not have a 6-cylinder under the hood either. Sure doesn't. I don't know where I was getting that idea from. I don't even know if I can get under here and pop this open, guys. This is it's a little rough here. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this had a V6 under the hood. You have to comment below. Don't some of the G8s have the V6? Maybe it's the G8. The G8 GT is one that has the whoa. Okay. The hood's gonna try to fall, so we ain't gonna be able to do that either. Strange, man. Where's the fender liner there? Looks like someone either cut it out or just removed it. Engine is an L76. Axle is a GW3. Suspension is the FE2. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't know. We got to hear it run, though. This has got a little more damage than I'd like. It's a start, but I'm sure it would move. And it's not just the body damage either. It's just the general condition. This thing is in really bad shape. Really bad shape. We'll go ahead and fire it up and see what it sounds like. Okay. Well, the mileage is right. Ooh. Ooh. Nah, I don't like that, guys. Nope. Next, we have a 2019 Nissan Altima SR. 12,000 miles on the odometer. Man, beautiful car, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie, I like it. What happened here? Good God. The door, look how it overlaps. Wow. Okay, so something, I wish we could see the rest of this. Okay, they went into something. They went into something hard. All down this side. Ran off the road, maybe it flipped on its side, hard to say. I don't know, what do you think? Fixable? Hood is done, fender's done, door is obviously done. I think my concern is the pillar. The pillar got pushed in so far that it buckled the windshield right here. So this pillar is going to have pretty significant damage. It's obviously been pushed in quite a bit, and that's probably where the majority of the issue is. This is not just like a door. This is the actual A-pillar itself that has been shoved inward, and that's yeah, that's where you're gonna have a problem. Damn. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh wow, there's glass. Hey, now that wind is kicking today. Oh wow, there's like hay in here. That's like straw or hay or something. Oh, look at that. Wow. I mean, this car is just covered in grass. I would be willing to bet this thing probably rolled. Let's see if we can fire it up. What better way to yeah, careful how I say that there. What better way to mess with a new car out here than to fire it up after it's been rolled over on its side. Where's the, oh, there's the start button right there. got an airbag light. No? Not even an airbag light? Wow. Okay. She's good to go. I bet she'll go right into gear too. Yeah, backup camera and everything. Yeah. How about that? How about that? Let's see what's under the hood here. I mean, I can hear it's just a tiny little 4-banger. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there may be some more damage that you can't see under here either. I mean, whatever it ran up against, it ran up hard. Maybe it hit a cow or something. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I got a feeling this thing ended up rolling at some point, even if it was just on its side. Look at this. Golly. All right, that's it. How about a little bit of carnage? An 08 Chevy Silverado. Boy, you want to talk about frame damage, man. Wow. Wow. Golly, look at that. Look at this door. Holy, whoa. I'm not sure I've ever seen an accident quite like that before. Look at this. The door is blown apart. Oh my goodness. Whew. Wow, guys. That is rough. That is real rough. Look how far this front end came in. It's gone. You know what I mean? This front end is gone. Whew. Thankfully, it looks like passengers came out of it all right though, man. But golly. Oh, wow. Look how this door overlaps. Look at this. Look at that. Crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this Copart walk around. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, everybody. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button. I would truly appreciate it. If you like the content, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. We will catch you very soon in the next one.